What's up, Aries? Welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Today we're going to be doing a timeless tarot and oracle reading for you, starting with the mudra deck. This is going to give you a hand gesture that allows you to kind of put physical prayer to affirmation. If you'd like for me to pray for you, if you'd like other Aries and cross watchers alike to pray for you as well, simply say hi in the comments section or leave an emoji if you're more comfortable with that. And it gives us something that we can focus on that represents your energy. And speaking of prayer, thank you so much for your prayers regarding my eyes. I had a scary eye infection and it's still quite sensitive to light, so sadly I have to put a pair of sunglasses on, but all right away. Message coming to Aries is sexuality, be sensual. Ooh, I love that we are sitting by the fire. And this is funny, but you're actually, the mudra hand gesture that goes with this is putting your hand around the other fingers, your middle fingers, 3 fingers, and putting the thumb on top. I know. And we're going to get into it. I meet the world with an open heart and open arms. Affection and love flow back to me. This mudra awakens sensuality and sexual energies. Sexuality and sensuality do not disappear with advancing age, for our sexual organs and the respective hormone glands are with us throughout our lifespan just as well. Sensuality has 2 shades of meaning. On one hand, it means keeping all of our senses on the qui vive. Fuck, I'm just gonna leave that in there. Basically, being aware of what we touch, smell, taste, hear, see, and feel. On the other hand, it has to do with our sense of being connected with our fellow human beings, with nature, and on a spiritual level, with the cosmic forces around us. Open your senses and your heart to all the life that lives, all that is good, all that is beautiful, Aries. This attitude will manifest itself to your surroundings. Your personality will be able to express its attractiveness and desirability. It's like being in that mind state as well. And if you are miles and miles from that freaking mind state right now, that's totally fine. You don't have to take it. You don't have to take that advice at all if you don't want to. But something that you can do to even put yourself in that mind state. I mean, like music, movies, dance, like all those things will kick us into a place of sensuality. And that also is a manifester, right? Because that's where we start. We start in here when we're manifesting. So if any of you guys are actually in a space where you want to call in a lover, if you want to call in a partner, putting yourself in that mind frame is the number one, right? So let's get right into it. What does tarot want to tell my Aries? Please make it clear. And if you haven't yet, I'm just going to say, please hit that like button. Thank you so much. It's just good juju for everybody. All right, what do my Aries need to know? Please make it clear. We're only going to take the cards that fly out. If they fly out in reverse, that's how we read them. Boom, 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 boom. Interesting. Okay, so 6 of Cups. Let's unpack this. We have some confrontation, I think. Some conflict, coming out of conflict. Regarding either children in your life, it could be memories, coming to a place of peace with that. What's this High Priestess in reverse for my Aries? It feels that I've been, I'm talking to some Aries that have been kind of like lost touch with that intuition, right? You know, you can reflect back in your life where you felt your intuition was really strong, your direction in life was really strong. And life happens to us, and it throws us some curveballs, and before we know it, we're like, whoa, I feel like I kind of got off my beaten path. And it's really easy at that point to kind of beat ourselves up, like, I don't listen to myself anymore, or where did I stop being able to listen to myself, or all that stuff. We do have also the King of Cups here, which might suggest that you've been feeling uncharacteristically emotional, and maybe more anxiety. And tarot is pointing out it's just because there's something that separated you from your intuition here. Now you can get reconnected with it, and that's what this is all about, because the next card that flew out was the Page of Cups. This is a delightful card. It's a card of miracles, and it's a card of possibility. It's a page because it's where you least expect it. It can be attached to kids. It can be attached to, but it's a youthfulness. It's kind of like, it sparks a belief again that magic can still exist. Let's unpack that a little further for my Aries. Coming out of disappointment. Oh my God, I love it. And the star card. You know what, you guys, you got to make little room for magic in your lives because it's coming through. It's coming through. And I think that some of you guys are already starting to kind of see the glimmer. Now, this could be through a relationship. Maybe you meet somebody and you're that spark again. You feel that spark and it's been a long time. You're like, oh my God, did they just flirt with me? I think I'm flirting back. Is that what's happening here? That's the feeling, you know? And so we have two really drastic messages right in the middle of your reading, right? There's like kind of maybe feeling anxiety, really emotional, up and down. You've experienced that. That's how you get when you're not connected to your intuition. And now there could have been a situation where you look back at it, like maybe it was an old relationship you had with somebody. You're like, how did I date them? What was I thinking? I can't trust myself anymore. Or it was a set of circumstances that just threw you off your path, you know? But be careful to not beat yourself up too much, Aries. That's called life. That shit happens. It's meant to. That's the... Life is some gritty business, so forgive yourself because something beautiful is coming through. And yes, you might be pulled back into that anxiety type of thinking of like, can I trust this? Because I didn't make some smart choices before, and I thought I was. Like, so how in alignment to my intuition am I, you know? Who speaks to themselves like that? How in alignment am I to my intuition? You know what I mean? It's like, how can I trust myself here? So, what's the Six of Pentacles? Sit down. Oh, I'm gonna read that upright. Six of Pentacles. Okay. Ooh, I like this. Wow, recovery, healing, moving fast. Something's ending. So if you are in a situation, Aries, where things weren't reciprocal between you and another, or in any kind of environment, that is changing. Breadcrumbing, it's going away. Any of that, because you are moving forward right into your future very fast. And it's closing off an old stage. Like something's coming to an end. Something's coming to an end. And it's immediate healing. This is very fast moving energy. So, you know, that happens in a couple of occasions in life, right? One is if your heart has been hurting or you've been beating yourself up for choices you made in love, for instance, but all of a sudden you're flirting with somebody and they're flirting back, and all of a sudden you're like feeling like you're back in the game and you're feeling excited about life again. That's a very fast transition towards healing, right? You replaced self-loathing or frustration or sadness or anger with excitement. So there's these occasions in life, and it doesn't have to be that. That's just an example. But it's like, read the writing on the wall. It's time to move past an old dead stage in life. The death card, it talks about not a literal death, you know, necessarily sometimes, but it's not literal typically. It's like, this is actually the death of a life stage, a life chapter. It's making room for something new, and it's going to be very healing. I love that for you. I want to get a divine feather message from this oracle deck for my Aries. What do they need to hear? We have the message: stay grounded and welcome the new knowledge and perspective coming to you. Ha! See, it's saying listen to her. Let's start over with a new deck, and I just want to ask some advice real quick. If it's not obvious, what does Aries go towards at this time? Please make it clear. All signs point to yes. Oh my God, the Gemini ruled lovers card. I got to cover up the private parts. Should have done that earlier because YouTube doesn't like private parts. But the lovers card talks about a choice in love. And their whole reading has been pretty packed full of sensuality, sexuality, and love. I would say the writing on the wall is pretty big. It's closer to you than you may realize. One sec. This is really interesting. Be very happy, maybe reprioritizing some things. I think that any kind of heartbreak or bitterness you have looked at in the past, that's going to be healed up. I don't think you're going to be attached to it. Some of you guys, this is a really interesting message. Some of you guys are getting into a situation that is a third party situation where maybe somebody's closing out a relationship, or there's been somebody else they were dating, but they met you and it seems like you're the one they choose. So right now it's kind of a planning phase, almost kind of like, hey, it's not time to, can't jump the gun. We know we both like each other, and this is something that becomes established. But there's a process and there's patience required, because it's still forming, it's still transitioning. But I feel like there's some Aries that I'm talking to, I need to express that message too, that there is like another individual who's still in the picture, and there's a natural timing to things, but it looks good for you. One more card. What do we say yes to? For my Aries, what do we say yes to? Healing. I love it. And the Magician wanted to pop out of the deck. So let me actually explain that a little further. The more you are focused on creating new things in your life, a new vision of your life, the more healing you're going to get. And that's not going to come as a huge surprise, but it's important that you know tarot is compounding that message. It's saying you are healing by way of imagination, of visualization, of plans, writing down what you want, writing the yeses and the nos. Who takes my energy? Who gives me energy? What do I want to wear? What am I going to, treat yourself to a new set of underwear, I mean, like things that inspire you into your future, specifically in the context of sensuality. I hope that is helpful for you, sending you off with love and light. Mwah. Bye-bye.